Hello, everyone. This is the very interesting session of the day, and I've been looking forward to it because this is not a usual symposium or summit session. We are having amazing, beautiful kids with us who will just share their perspective with us, and the amazing co-host like Valerie and Barbara, and I think we have Caramel also. Yay! Hello, so cute.
This is such a cute dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
What's
so
its
much.
name?
Her name is Caramel, and she is a golden doodle.
Okay. Hi, Carmel.
Hi, Caramel. They say hi. Caramel, open her eye a little bit wider.
Very nice. So how are
Apparently it's
you?
sleepy.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
sleepy.
napping a little bit, yes, but she knows very well what's going on. So,
Okay, that's great. So just to give a bit of an introduction, Zureb is 10-year-old. He is the author of The Curious Giraffe. He is quite vocal about education system because he felt the frustration and something. And Mariam is a very eager learner. She's curious. She wants to learn. And we were actually hanging out yesterday, just even a night before. So she is amazing. I know her personally. So thank you, Mariam and her parents, for letting her be part of this amazing session. So I want to ask both of you, Zuraib and Mariam, that what basically you like to do in your normal time when you're not in the school. Maybe I'll just start with Mariam first, and then I'll go to Zuraib.
Well, usually I have my Quran class before,
Mm-hmm.
so I do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually either crocheting because it's I like to crochet, or
Crochet.
I'm
Wow.
either watching on my computer.
Yeah, YouTubes and everything. Yeah. And Zuraib, what do you do? Yeah.
I just generally uh, play games and also try to find out some interesting facts on YouTube or anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know that, like, especially Zureb doesn't like too much of the school, but sometimes, this is like learning gets boring, right? So, or sometimes you enjoy learning, right? Right,
Yeah.
Mariam? Yeah, that's great. So, when do you enjoy the most to learn about something new, or you're doing something which you really really learning something? It's not just that, like, uh, playing game or something. Bless you. Yeah. So
Me,
Mariam or Zureb, just you can tell me.
uh, well, I usually like learning when it is very interesting and it is taught in a fun way with also being my choice to learn, because when you get forced to learn, you just don't want to. It's worse.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, okay, what do
I especially like learning when I'm challenging myself without anyone telling me. Like persevering myself, like I can do this, or just watching YouTube videos. Let's say I want to learn how to skate. I just search for YouTube videos online, and practice at my home, and then I go outside and practice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Searching YouTube
Yeah.
videos. That sounds like my daughter, who is 18 already, but she searches YouTube videos and let's say she's interested in a singer. His name
Mhm.
is Weekend. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I know this the singer. So yeah, they like to learn from the different. So I know that you just said that you like to, both of you, right? They said that like to go and learn from the YouTube. Yeah. What's the difference? I mean, like, don't you think the same way the teachers teach in the class and you get it in the YouTube?
I think that it's a little different because in the class, you're supposed to be on point with everyone else. If you're not, then you're either like you either feel slow or you're told that you're slow. But when you're learning by yourself on YouTube, you can take your time. You can learn at your own pace. Like, if you're a fast learner, you can learn fast. If you're a slow learner, learn slow. But while you are in school, you have to be on the same pace as everyone else. Like, you're all equal. You all have to know how to do this and that.
Yeah, very valid point. Very good point. That's the main problem, I think, and that's you don't like, right? That you have to be with them, and that's and Zoraib, what do you think? Why YouTube? You find YouTube is more fun than not learning from the school?
Because first of all, you don't have to do work, and also you don't have to remember it entirely. Like, you aren't trying to remember it for like a year or until the school year ends.
Yeah,
You're just learning it for
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a very good thing that like you're not forced to do that, and maybe you can just say that this caramel. What do you think? Would you like caramel, like this dog or any cat? Because I know Zareb likes cat a lot. Would you like to
I would
have this
have
kind
a
of
cat in my house.
cat in your house? Yeah, and I
Carmel.
know Zareb wants to have a cat also, right?
Yes.
Cats are there for cats or any pets in general are there for like let's say you have a problem. Cats or dogs or any your pet will be there for you, like unconditionally. It will love you and you can love him back. Like,
Yeah.
you can a cat. I love cats because they're cute, fluffy, and sometimes very sassy. So they can be with
Yeah,
whoever they want, whenever they want. They can like dislike whoever.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But what about you, Zrabe?
I like cats because they're cute and also playful, and
Yeah.
and pets in general are genuinely just bo- mood boosters. Of
Hmm.
like you know, ha, like me and my mother, you go to the park every like few days,
Almost,
and
yeah,
there's a lot of cats. Like, those cats just give me a genuine mood spike.
yeah, yeah. Because of course, Zrabe, the one thing that I want to just say, because of course, Zrabe, is that I don't like pet in my house, so that's the main problem that he doesn't have a pet. So the thing is that so we usually go to the park and then get the chance to interact with the cats and everything, and he loves that cat and that's playful. Well, then
And
what about you?
also,
Like, yeah, oh sorry. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Mary.
pets in general are there for like let's say therapy or something.
Yeah.
One time in school, I read a short story about how you could be talking one to one with someone and still feel kind of scared, but you could just talk to a pet, right? And it could understand you. It could feel and like for cats, it could just purr around you, and then that feeling you get when it's on your lap, it's
Yeah,
just a bunch of emotions: happiness,
yeah,
excitedness.
I
It
love
just
that.
shows that they're there for you even when you're sad.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, very nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Valerie, what do you want to say? Like, you also have a pet and you have like your
Yeah, I
kids.
have a
So,
pet cat. I have a pet cat in Dubai, and
okay.
like just the thought of him makes me want to cuddle him.
Oh, okay.
His name is
Very
Coco, by the way.
nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Very
okay.
cute.
Mhm. Yeah. And Zureb also has a pet, right? In this in the park,
Kind of.
kind of. Kind of, yes. Anyways,
I
yeah.
remember my cat when I was little, and I think that's so true. I think those are such great points because I do very much remember my cat and the feelings that my cat gave me. So animals are very powerful. I think that's so true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing is that animals have a sixth sense where they can like sense natural disasters. Like
Ah,
if
yes.
a natural disaster is like about to be headed their way, like
Mm-hmm.
let's say there's this one thing where a cat where a person's cat was being rambunctious and meowing and then the owner and his wife started to get worried that something might be happening to him, so they fled the country really fast, and then right after they left a big earthquake happened, so
Yeah.
the cat Alhamdulillah saved them.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So
nice.
I would,
Go ahead, Ambreen.
yeah, yeah, no, 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 so I just want to ask Zureb also about because he's written a book and he's so much passionate about, that how it's sometimes classrooms make him frustrated. So just tell us a bit about that. What makes you frustrated in classrooms, Zureb?
Generally, how they teach
Mm-hmm.
and how you can't really learn at your own pace. How like the facts you it frustrates me that I like even if they're very interesting at I I just remember that these facts will not be used ever again out of school. That also is frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, you think that it's not used anywhere and you're just forced to do that. That is one thing that you like. Yeah. And I think Mariam is also doing some crochet work in the right in the free
Yeah,
time. Yeah, because you think that it can be used, which is not used in the which is not taught in the classroom, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Zureb likes to write, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and does you want to write during the? But then why do you? Why? What do you think that the school doesn't? I would say that when you are in the school, I know that we don't want to. Of course, the school teaches you some good stuff also, right? Because of course there are something. What are the things that you like about a school? Is it a hard question?
Yes.
Well, generally, how I can make friends also, and stuff like also yes.
Yeah, you how you can make friends in the school, yes. And what about you, Mariam?
I like how schools they have like a hands on like thing going on. Like sometimes you don't understand a topic, teachers are just there to explain and explain again. And another thing I like is to like I have a place where I can like talk to my friends at school where like let's and they live far away, so I can't really like see them a
Yeah,
lot. So
yeah,
yeah, it's a really nice
yeah.
way
That,
to.
that that's true. And what about if you just I want to ask you that what are the things that you don't like about the school? Just one thing, and not so many. What is the one that is you don't like at all?
I don't like how you are supposed to be finishing something in an
Mm-hmm.
allotted time where for me it's 45 minutes and we have like a lot of like 3 to 4 topics to cover, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to write and type and solve a lot, and then and let's say you had to like, get out of the classroom for a minute because you got pulled out. Let's say your sister called you or something, and you missed a bit of the lesson. You can't recover that up because the teacher's all the way ahead of you now. You can't like you may
Yeah.
be able to ask a friend, but you have the next period, and after that you might
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah. So one after another, just another. What about you, Zurib? I know you have a long list, but just tell me one.
Generally, how long they are, how long school hours are.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how that, like, some teachers know how to teach, but they don't know how to teach effectively. I guess,
Mm-hmm. So
uh,
what do you mean
I
by
agree.
not effectively? Yeah.
like
I completely agree.
Uh-huh.
explaining thoroughly to every person, like it, and
Yeah.
also like answering questions, being open to questions, like
Mm-hmm.
not judging people, or yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. 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 Yeah. So what is your experience, maybe Barbara, that how do you teach in there? And I know there could be some differences. You can just share.
I just can see and hear some points that children in the United States would say too. Like
Yeah.
Zora said that that the teachers often don't teach effectively. That means they teach, but they sort of expect that everybody will just understand it and do it. But the problem is that every kid is different, and
Yeah.
everyone is a little bit on a different page, or needs more time, or needs a different explanation of something. And the time is extremely important for some children. They need more time. And Mariam was talking about the two time factor, right? uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so the teaching is not, how would you call it, it would be best, it would be a little bit like a game. You
Yeah.
have a chance to be engaged and learn and even be challenged, and that's what you were talking about too. It's nice to be challenged too when you learn, but then it needs to be customized. You are where you are, and you can advance to the next level, and you understand what you're going to do, and you're not lost, and you know that you are being taught effectively. And it doesn't always have to be that the teacher has to be next to you. You can work
Yes.
on something. It could be a game that from which you can learn. You can cover a lot of all kinds of topics of learning if something was turned, let's say, into like a game that you work on, and maybe you play with others who are
Mm.
also enjoying this game, and you can learn a lot about anything, history, whatever, science, but it's in a way that's effective, that's tailored to your needs and your interests.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I hear in both voices, Zora and Mariam. Maybe they're not saying, well, we need to have school like a game, but
Yeah.
that would not be bad, right? You
Yeah.
could a little
Yeah.
bit play like a game, and you know where you are, you know what where you have to advance, and everything is kind of like customized to your needs, to your already to what you already know. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And Malaysia is asking that do you have any subject which is your favorite one?
Me,
Yeah, you can
Probably
specific
art.
art. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And what about you, Zurib?
well, well, like I'd say it's my social studies because my teacher there my is really good. Like, and also sometimes like sometimes the stuff that we are learning is very interesting. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm. Okay.
about history and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Okay.
really like my science teacher. The way
Mm-hmm.
she just teaches is that at the start of the lesson she's like always playing with us a little, and then once we get on to our actual objective, she sticks to it and she doesn't go off telling about something else. Like if she adds something, it's something relevant. But afterwards we're done, she just lets us do what we want, or like she plays with us or something like that. And it's really fun.
Yeah, I think that's what what matters is that how the teacher teaches, right? That's also very important.
It's extremely important.
Yeah, yeah. And you said that you like art, right, Mariam?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
do you why do you like art?
I like art because like it's a fun way to get like rid of, like, let's say the day was pretty busy and of school, like you had a test, you had another test and stuff like that, and then art, once you have art, it's just a feeling of joy that you get after. For me, in last period, it's just something to get away from all the other
Dress.
subjects.
Yes, other subjects. Yeah, that's good. That because this is the last one, and that's a good one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Zareb, what are your thoughts? You were saying something, right?
I just like add it, kind of like
Okay,
just
you
saying.
like art?
I mean, I'm not too good at it, but I mean, yeah, like every once in a while would be pretty nice.
Hmm. Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's okay. So, so
I love those
any question? Yeah.
responses. Aren't they exceptional responses? Like I hear that there are things you like, so it would be kind of cool if you could do more of what you like in school, or if what you like the teacher knew and could kind of like connect, with other subjects. And I don't want to ask if the teachers know that you like art. That would be though an interesting question for
Mhm.
Mariam. Do you know any teachers that you have know that you like art? Do they know what you like?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
But it's another question if they do anything with it or not. And and
Yes, that's another
And
question.
also, I hear from you that, let's say, Zorb has a good social studies teacher. So when the teacher teaches an interesting way, it doesn't sometimes matter if you like the subject or not, but you will naturally kind of like
Yes,
it, right? Because it's done in an interesting way. And that's
yes,
so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, it doesn't. It matters if you like the subject, but if you have a bad teacher, like a teacher who's like always yelling at you or always like strict with you, you
yeah.
won't enjoy the subject more. But if you really, but it could also be like this: if you don't like the subject, like let's say you don't like math, but the teacher is so nice. She never gets mad at you.
Yes,
She is like she
yeah.
has an objective in mind. Once it gets finished, you guys are chill. She doesn't force you to do more work. Like
Yeah.
if you have that type
Yeah.
of teacher, which is very lucky, then even if you don't like the subject, you will grow to like it from
Mhm.
that teacher.
Yeah.
Carmel agrees, right, Carmel? What do you think about that, Carmel? That's
I
awesome.
think Carmel is just drifting off to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. Carmel is obviously.
Well, she hears everything you're saying. Don't be fooled.
Mm.
Like
So
I said
yeah,
before, they have a sixth sense. They know they can sense anything.
Yep,
yes,
exactly.
absolutely. So do you, technically, I was asking, do you have any class or subject which you have like a time to do what you like? I mean, free activity. Oh yeah, that's a very good question. So do you have any free lesson, to be honest, where you can do anything during that period?
Sometimes, like when, let's say, the teacher is absent and we get a substitute who doesn't teach the subject, yeah, we got free session, and like she tells us just not to talk really loudly, which
Yeah.
my class totally does.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
What
They
about
don't
you,
listen
Zurib?
at all.
Yeah. They don't listen. Yes, yes.
Not at all.
Ah, that's
Well,
good.
in recess, we go like outside to like a big just like a flat area, and
Yeah.
like all the classes go to like one flat area, so you can talk to all your friends, and you can just like play around and stuff. And also in ICT lesson, like
Uh-huh.
if you're like done pretty quickly, you can just play around on like Scratch or stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
me too, me too, me too.
Yeah, it's just like the computer ICT is their computer lesson, so they usually do it quickly. So, what is it? Do you have any teachers with whom you have interesting? Oh yeah. So, do you have any teachers with whom you have like just other conversation other than the subject or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
Mhm.
Which and what do you talk about with the teacher?
It's like I don't know. It's either a random question which pops in my head and then it goes from a conversation to that, or it's just
Mm-hmm.
something different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my friend has a tutor, and I'm pretty sure my like he is the tutor is like pretty good, like
Mm-hmm.
pretty likable. So like not really like can get friends. He even showed me the tutor, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was she was pretty nice.
All right. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, that's so amazing to listen from the kids themselves to find out that what they like, what they don't know, they do not like. It's amazing. I mean, literally, usually, what I've seen is that actually kids are forced to say they like to go to school, right? They like to go there. They have to study, and it's something um, like Zurev always asks, why do I have to go to school? And then the thing is that I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
That's the main problem, that why they have to go to school. So this is
Yes,
something. Yeah. Do you ask this question, Mariam?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what answer do you get from, maybe from your parent or from your uh, yeah, you can
Teachers.
ask, tell. I know that your mom would be looking at you. So, okay, no problem. That's okay. So, anyways, I can share my experience. That the thing is that we have this conversation a lot. That most of the time, or every time, Zareb wants to just say that, why do I have to go to school? And to be honest, I don't have an answer. I just said that, like, you have to study, you have to get this, you have to be something. I mean, the
Yeah.
society wouldn't accept you unless you get the degree or something. And then our conversation goes on and on, because he has got lots of research on that, and then we just say that. So I don't know, maybe you can just tell Valerie or Barbara that how do you tackle these conversations. Maybe we can actually discuss in our parent panel.
Yeah,
That
that
would be
sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds
This is the
great.
question that I was asking when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So
yeah.
it just never gets old. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I think every kid asks that question. No
Yeah.
kid wants to go to school. They have to go to school. It's not an option.
But I
Yeah.
also I remember when one of you said what you liked about school, and I heard I like that I can see some friends there,
Yes,
and that's cool,
that
right?
is very true.
And there is not much after that. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys. Thank you, Zareb and Mariam, for joining, and thank you, Valerie. We have to go into the other session. So, um, okay. So, see you at the other session, and bye
Yeah,
bye.
you were amazing. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
Bye
you so much.
bye.
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 Carmel, can you say bye?
Bye, Caramel.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Carmel, you're sleeping?
Bye.
Okay.